just introduce yourself, your name, Purdue University student, what you're studying, a little bit about yourself, okay?
All right. Tell me when to start.
Yep, go.
Hello, my name is Wenjun Ning, and I'm a student from Purdue University. I study engineering, and I'm a freshman currently.
So in a few years, you're going to graduate from university with an engineering degree, and maybe you'll work at an atomic energy station, kind of like the Chernobyl atomic energy station. Why did you choose this kind of difficult, especially career or subject to study?
That might be a little different to answer because I'm
Okay.
a first year engineering student.
Right.
I'm not like a nuclear student right now.
Okay. So how
Do you
about
want me
then
to-
so you're still deciding which area of engineering you
Yes,
want
I'm
to
studying the
specialize
generic
in?
engineering.
Yeah. So you haven't specialized yet, thinking about what to specialize in. Do you think this trip will have had any influence on what you study further or what you want to do with your college degree?
I believe certainly it might have increased my interest in nuclear engineering because, well, this trip is quite, I'll say, first of all, it's interesting, and second, it's educational, and third, personally, it's very moving to talk to all of these people who we have met in the trip, and also talk to Mr. Sergii, the locator in the Chernobyl disasters, and also the experience of visiting the site itself is very, very, I would say, like personally astonishing. It's a great experience just to understand. It's not like something you can tell simply with words or description. It's something that you have to witness with your own eye, walk on the feet, and see the true invisible radiation. So it's very, very unique and different experience. It's not something you'll get from anywhere else.
Great. That answers most of the questions that we have. Did you learn something, some kind of new facts or impressions? What in particular was something new or really surprising for you during this trip?
Yeah, certainly. Before I began my trip, my parents was quite worried about the trip since they are not engineering majored person, and they are slightly worried. I do believe I learned quite a lot of things in this trip, so I can tell my parents the story. How's the zone safe after 30 years, and not all the areas like very radioactive, and they are not all radiation are not like this harmful to a human being. And now I can explain more knowledge to my parents, to my friends, and also to those who did not understand how this disaster happens. So I could potentially be one of the person telling the story, telling my experience to them. And I think it's a very important thing that I learned.
Was there something in the Chernobyl zone that most of all had left you with the biggest impression or most surprised you the most?
What surprised me the most is I will say how nature and how things has recovered over the years. For what we have seen in the documentaries, books, and the picture presented by professional photographers, what has been shown to us is that the desolation of the area and also how disrupted the accident was. And by my own experience, walk into the zone and also visit all those old buildings, and I believe these have left me great impression, like how things has recovered, and also the experience of seeing the wild animals a few times in the trip. We saw the horses, we saw a wild boar, and these animals, like in the beginning we believed that like they wouldn't even be here. They will either there'll be like mutations or other stuff happening, but we witnessed how everything's recovered, and I think that left me a great impression.
Great. So today we visited the Institute for Radiological Safety, and you had the very unique opportunity to go into this special equipment to get to check your radiation level. Tell us what that felt like.
Well, it was a very small room, and it was quiet and silent. All I hear is just the echo from the outside, and the machine did not feel particularly special, but for the result, they have told me that wow, this machine is quite sensitive, and I do like the entire process. Well, I guess for people at that time, this process might not be as interesting as we have experienced today, as someone who trying to like reenact what happened years ago. But still, it left me a great impression how these machines operate and how accurate they are. So, yes, that was my general overall impression.
Great. And so what kind of report or conclusions will you present at your university? Will you recommend to your friends or other students to visit Ukraine and the Chernobyl zone in particular? This Chernobyl tour?
Yes, to my honesty, I think this tour is definitely not something else you'll get in other places in the entire planet. And also, Ukraine is a beautiful country from what I experienced in Kyiv. You do not simply just want to visit Ukraine because of the zone. You also want Ukraine because of the country itself, also the city, Kyiv and Kharkov. Unfortunately, this time I cannot visit Kharkov, but certainly I would like to visit again. Also, to my friends and my college students, and also my parents and my family members, I will certainly tell them that this trip is very, very educational and important, and certainly worth it for, I would say, anyone who's over 18, of course, to visit the zone. And definitely, like I have to repeat what I say, this is not an experience you can easily learn from the stories. It's something you have to come here and witness yourself.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thanks.